Welcome back, guys. Back with another State of Affairs with Sports Nut Nathan. I'm your host, Nathan, and shortly we are going to have our guest in. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while. And yeah, we are going to delve into all things Manchester United right now. So let's see how it goes. No, since past few years, only thing I like about United are Bruno Fernandes and our dear cute Uncle Moak. Welcome to the stream, Moak. I'll keep that one there so he can read that. But yes, very excited as always to talk to Mohawk about this candid conversations. And looking forward to it. Yes, looking forward to it when it happens now. Otherwise, how has everybody's day been in the meantime while we wait for Mohawk? How has everyone's team been? Day been, sorry. Manchester United have begun work on a significant expansion of rail seating at Old Trafford with 6,000 additional safe standing seats being installed in Tier 2 of the Stretford end. If I'm being honest with you, I'd prefer if they, take care of other stuff first, like maybe the food. What do you mean no sound? What do you mean no sound, dude? I'm getting sound here. Just please check. Can't hear me. Hold on. Just saw the news on the official website, bro. Yeah, well, it's saying it's all good here. Just refresh. Refresh if possible, please. Shaunak can hear me. I believe Shaunak can hear me at least. God, yeah, YouTube. Can't I catch a break? Can't I catch a break? Can you all right? Refresh. Refresh if possible. Hey, Biku. Excuse me. No, it can be a YouTube issue sometimes, man. Do drop a like, do share the stream, guys. It's going to be a big stream when we start. Literally, I can hear. Footverse, it's a YouTube thing sometimes. It's happened to me. It's happened to me. I click on a video, I can see them talk, but the volume doesn't come. Yeah. Don't believe, bro. I can witness you, man. What about food, Neymar? It's good. The rating, it's getting better. We're talking like a true rival fan. I mean, listen, man. I think from what I have been told, the fan experience could improve. Now, maybe that is at the lower end of the fan experience, but the thing is, I don't understand, Abhijit. If we are going to move to a new stadium, then additional seating kind of doesn't make sense to me personally. But that's just my opinion. If you're going to start building soon, allegedly, then I don't get it. I really love Nathan helping small. Yes, what was what jokes, bants. Do drop a like, guys. Do drop a like, please. Yes, thank you very much, and welcome everyone who's new here. Thank you for joining in. Ram's here as well. Yeah, how was your day? How has your day been, guys? How has your day been? You got some interesting news, some Paul Scholes banter, some Christian Eriksen comments. Love it. We will dive deep into it shortly. I'm very curious to hear Mohawk's takes on the comments. Excuse me. Okay, without further ado, actually, let me welcome him with the statement. How about that? That'll be more fun. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's flying. There we go. This is perfect. Welcome, Mohawk. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Thank you.
State
Thank you.
of
Thank you so
affairs.
much.
Welcome.
You
So
so
this
much.
is. I thought that was a nice statement to end
Uncle,
start with.
Uncle Moak. But I'm not that old. I'm not that old, to be very honest. But thank you so much, yeah. Thank you so much, Rhythm. Love you, brother.
Don't worry, I'm very used to being called Unk, so it's fine now. Even I've also given up now. Now I take it. Now I actually take it as a sense of pride, dude. When I hear
Uh,
what happens nowadays, no, it's actually a proud moment for me when people call me Unk.
yes, yes,
Should
yes,
get
yes.
banned from voting. We'll talk about that. I mean, listen, as people know, my take on the Ballon d'Or is I just go to sleep. That is my take. I don't care. I don't care. I saw Mohawk's tweet like 2 hours for the ceremony. I'm like, Mohawk, why are you even awake, dude? McTominay got 18th place. We can all sleep now.
I just
We
wanted to
don't
know
need
that
to.
yesterday night why I was awake. I was down with fever, and that's why I couldn't stream. I was not feeling well, but I was watching the entire thing. I sat and I watched the entire thing. The only reason I kept watching the show was I just wanted to know whether or not they'll actually give it to the European travel winner, or they just spoon feed that Ballon d'Or trophy on the basis of the PR that was going on. And you know what? I like watching Lamine Yamal. I love watching Lamine Yamal. Make no mistake. But what happened last night with Raphinha, it's an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. You know, you're telling me a guy who has secured an average rating of 8.2 throughout the season was not even in top 5, was not even in top 3. He should be there at least in the top 3. I'm not saying कि भाई he should be there in top 2, but he should be there in top 3. But again, it's no longer Ballon d'Or, it's PR d'Or. It is actually PR d'Or.
I actually have a even worse take than that. Some people would say I felt like the top three should be only PSG players.
हाँ मतलब
Just because they, I feel like a lot of them stepped up to the plate over the year. I know, like we can always say Dembele, but then I feel like Hakimi had a great year. I felt like Nuno Mendes had a great year, plus a great international year. I think even as well. So but
see
João Neves at
ultimately no
12. João Neves at 12. I was like, oh god, it started. It
see
started when I saw that number. No, I
when
said
I
it's over.
when I saw Olise at 30 and Declan Rice at 26, I lost it. I lost the shit. I was like, what the fuck? Those two free kicks gave you the 26 spot, but 18 assists in the league is not giving you a top 20 start in the Ballon d'Or ranking. That's absolute bullshit. Uh, As much as I hate Liverpool, as much as I hate, praising Salah or Virgil van Dijk on 28th and Declan Rice on 26, make it make sense. What the hell was that? That ranking, that whole scene of ranking players in top 30 jitne bhi the bhai, absolute bogus. Seriously, it's absolute bogus.
It's a great question since we're talking about Rafinha. Saksham has made a great point. What has Rafinha done that Salah didn't do? In fact, he did more to finish behind him.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what he didn't do. Liverpool fan base was backing one and only one player, and that was Mohamed Salah. As I said, it's not Ballon d'Or now, it's PR d'Or. It's actually PR d'Or. And मैंने कल ट्वीट भी डाला था इस चीज को लेके भाई, और मैं अभी भी वो चीज बोलूंगा. If Rafinha is not in top 5, major chunk of blame should be put on Barcelona fan base. They were so, I mean, they were lost in that Yamal PR that they forgot to back the player that was literally winning them games. Scored a hat trick against Bayern, the same Bayern that you were struggling to beat for so many seasons. Scored a hat trick against Benfica. Scored a beautiful winner against Benfica when the game was down to the wire. Put up a show against Real Madrid. Put up a show against यहाँ पर every team that you faced. Bhai, the guy scored 20. The guys, I think, secured, if I am not wrong, 21 goals and assists or 22 goals and assists in Champions League. So you're telling me that Rafinha, अब मैं क्या बोलूं यार? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Lost for words, seriously. Last night के बाद तो.
João Neves and Pedri. When I saw the numbers, I smiled to myself. I don't know if you saw my tweet. The
भाई
fairest award in the land. I'm looking
भाई.
forward to people crashing out after the ceremony.
See, I I liked what John Neves was doing for PSG. But if you're telling me anybody who can stand up and say this ki bhai Pedri was not top 5 players in the world, bro, I mean, people saw what Yamal did, people saw what Rafinha did, but people were not equally appreciating Pedri for what he was doing. If Barcelona were successful last season, if Barcelona were able to dominate against Madrid, dominate the league, and also almost dominated the Europe as well, one of the biggest reason was their control in midfield, and that control came from Pedri. And this, bhai,
No, don't
this,
say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Because in
I
3 years,
don't
when
care.
he
See,
becomes
I
a
don't
United player, no,
see.
we'll get clipped. We'll get
even if
clipped.
he even if he becomes a United player, you can't tell me that Cole Palmer had a better season than Pedri. Cole Palmer had a better season than João Neves. Cole Palmer had a better season than Lewandowski. Cole Palmer had a better season than Michael Olise. Cole, if you're talking about stats, because people were backing, stats उस perspective पे कि भाई he scored in the finals ये और वो. If you're telling me that भाई Cole Palmer had a better season than all of these players, भाई, तो I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Why was Bellingham in top 30? That's actually a great point. That's a fair point for
Absolutely.
I mean,
देखो पहली बात तो ये है कि भाई विनीशियस फिनिशिंग अबव लेवेंडोस्की वाज क्रिमिनल, वाज अ फ्रॉड. आई डोंट नो व्हाट टू से. उस पे तो मैं क्या ही बोलूं. अगेन.
honestly, as the numbers came down, I was like, oh God, it's happening. I don't know if you get the notification there, but my tweet at Pedri 11, I was like, people are going to crash out.
This
Guaranteed, people are going to crash out at
I,
the end of
भाई
the
I तो
ceremony.
I bro I crashed out. I crashed out because I mean, see, the only player from Barcelona that I would take in my team, or I would love taking in my team, is Pedri. You know this. I love watching him. I like what he uh, do against big teams, how he controls the game, how he plays against the press. बट अब ठीक है, अब जो हो गया वो हो गया. उस पर तो मैं क्या ही बोल सकता हूँ यार. उस पर तो मैं क्या ही
Baba,
बोल सकता हूँ.
apparently even Baba said Palmer doesn't deserve it, but fair enough. Fair enough.
मैंने देखा नहीं है, बट हाँ, आई एम श्योर ही मस्ट हैव सेड इट. बिकॉज देखो यार, जिसको फुटबॉल की समझ है, जो थोड़ा सा अनबायस्ड होकर ओपिनियन देता है, एंड कीपिंग देयर personal favoritism aside, they would always say what's fair. And nobody could tell me that Pedri deserved to finish
No,
11th.
11.
Lewandowski deserved to finish 17th, or Yamal deserved to finish second. मैं सही बता रहा हूँ. I have got nothing against Yamal. I have got nothing against Yamal. But please, bhai, come on, yaar. Second place was meant for Raphinha. They did him dirty, bhai. They did him absolutely dirty. चैंपियंस लीग के नंबर्स वर इनसेन. इफ पीपल आर टेलिंग मी कि भाई यहाँ पर रफीनिया के नंबर्स तुम देख रहे हो लेकिन तुम यमाल की परफॉर्मेंस नहीं देख रहे, भाई रफीनिया के नंबर्स नहीं होते तो तुम्हारा इस बार भी वही हाल होता जो तुम्हारा इतने सालों में हुआ था चैंपियंस लीग में. इट वाज रफीनिया हु मेड यू वॉन दोस गेम्स.
And to be honest with you, I wish he didn't win because he's a Leeds player. So if we are all
Exactly.
thinking if we are all thinking Rafinha should do better, no, that should really tell you something. Honestly,
But I do get their biasness towards Yamal because he was 17 last season. He
it's
was.
like the Messi regen, no, the
हाँ,
young
मतलब
prodigy again.
I do I do get everything. I do get everything. But when you judge a player, don't judge him on the basis of his age. Judge him on the basis of the contribution. Rafinha had more impact on Barcelona than Lamine Yamal. I mean, Yamal had a wonderful game uh, against Inter Milan, and I've always said that कि उस गेम में definitely यहाँ पर मैं बोलूंगा Yamal was ahead of everybody else. बट ओवरऑल सीजन के पर्सपेक्टिव से लेके बात कर रहा हूं मैं यहाँ पे. मैं रफीना को ही रेट करूंगा भाई ओवर यमाल.
Rajiv, I don't think we are hating Palmer. In fact, as I told you, as you well know, that I hope Palmer joins United soon. I just think, see, Rajiv, look at it like this. All things being equal, no, we don't think these rankings are accurate anyway.
अरे
Because
भाई राजीव
because
नो.
if
हाँ.
I'm pretty sure if Baba is even telling you he shouldn't finish above Pedri, like this is a man who watches Chelsea way more than I do, like you. And if he's also saying it, I would take it with I don't know how I would take it, but I would take his word seriously because what does he have to lose? Like, if your players do well in this thing, it's PR for us only. We benefit from it. We always do. That's why
Yeah.
when McTominay finished 18th, no, I said I can sleep now. Now I can I can rest
Mm.
now. My players made the list. I can go I take a nap now. But in all seriousness, no one questions how good Cole Palmer is. I think
Yeah,
last
देखो
year
nobody.
when you all finished 11th, he kept you all finishing 11th. Let's just put it that way. We have seen it. We have seen a full season of him at peak levels.
यार
It's
देखो.
just the whole it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. This award
Yeah.
ceremony. That's it.
यार इस पे तो मैं एक ही चीज बोलूंगा. देखो, nobody is hating on Cole Palmer. Everybody is hating the fact that Ballon d'Or ranking were absolute disgrace because the ones who deserve to finish above certain players were nowhere to be seen. That is the only issue that we have. Cole Palmer is world class, no doubt about it. Cole Palmer, last season he was good, but you also forgetting one thing, that he also had a rough patch. Pedri was absolutely phenomenal, and Cole Palmer was playing in Conference League. Yes, he did win the Club World Cup, but he was playing in Conference League. You also have to take these factors into account when you select players' position. He was not playing in Champions League. He was playing in, and exactly by Harry Kane outside top 10. Harry Kane finishing outside top 10. Is this a joke? क्या बोले? बट चलो ठीक है, हो गया.
And I think put it best. The person we thought should won it. I suppose that is the only saving grace of the award. The person we thought that should win it, though at least number
See,
one was correct.
sometimes, more than the winner, it's also about who finishes second or who was there in the top 5. So प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पर ये हुई है कि डेम्बेले वॉन, बट डेम्बेले के जीतने से पहले क्या चल रहा था सोशल मीडिया पे? द बज वॉज सो स्ट्रॉन्ग दैट लामीन यमाल वॉज ऑलमोस्ट सर्टेन कि भाई वही जीतने वाला है. एंड अब तुम लामीन यमाल के अगर तुम फादर के स्टेटमेंट्स पढ़ोगे, तुम्हें लगेगा भाई अब मैं क्या बोलूं.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. I didn't read that. Okay.
ना, कोई नहीं.
Justin Singh, true. Nice picture. This picture reminds me actually the last time we did the State of Affairs podcast,
Oh
both our
man.
backgrounds were different. I found that really funny. Both our backgrounds were different. But yeah. Should we start or do you have any other thoughts about the Ballon d'Or
ना
in
ना ना
general?
ना
The
ना,
maybe
it's
the
done.
coaches, anything about the coaches, the goalkeepers, anything, any other you feel might have missed out
Mm,
or
no,
anything like that?
I don't think.
I think
I
the
don't think
coaches were right. Both coaches were right.
the
Wiegman
coaches
and
were right.
Enrique
Yeah,
were right.
coaches were right. Ballon d'Ors were right. Bonmati and Dembele both were right. The
Copper
best
was
club in
what?
the.
Vicky Lopez and
Yeah,
Yamal, right?
yeah. So everything was good. Everything was good.
Yeah, I mean,
But ठीक है.
I'll tell you something. I don't know how you feel about this, but the moment I stopped believing in the Ballon d'Or was the year Messi won it, when Iniesta and Xavi were his runners up and they won the World Cup. And I was like, this can't be possible. When you play for the same team and win the World Cup for the first time in your history, and one of y'all don't get it. I'm like, for me, I was I was shocked. I was like, this makes no sense to me whatsoever. Your teammates from the same successful team went to the World Cup, won the World Cup, and they are somehow behind you on the podium. And that's when I realized I don't even know if this is legitimate anymore because the World Cup, first time ever in your country's history, on top of that, like all this adds stakes to the personal performances. And I said from
यार
then on, I'm like, whoever wins it, yeah. I'm not going to bother about this.
देखो, whether people like it or not, a fact is a fact. When Messi is competing against others, or others are competing against Messi, there's only one winner, and that is Messi. Even when Ronaldo is up against Messi, we have seen a lot of times where Messi came up as the winner. तो पोस्टर बॉय हैं भाई फीफा के मेसी और रोनाल्डो. Until the time they were on the top of the level, तब तक वही जीतने वाले थे. the only year Ronaldo was robbed, मतलब मेरे हिसाब से, where he deserved to win the Ballon d'Or, but he was robbed, was when Ronaldo left Madrid and they gave it to Luka Modric, just because he reached the finals, if I'm not wrong, of the
Yeah, which
World Cup. Yeah, he reached the finals of the World Cup that season, and that's what Madrid PR or Papa Perez PR was about. He hated Ronaldo for leaving the way he did, and that's why he just gave it to Luka Modric, and it works. It works. It
and
absolutely works.
Lewandowski not getting it, even though we played football during the pandemic. We played football and he still didn't
भाई
get it. That was the
भाई
best one.
वो तो सबसे बड़ा
I
फ्रॉड
feel
था
bad
भाई.
for him. Really bad.
हाउ
That is
डिड
bad.
लेवेंडोस भाई, एवरी फकिंग टूर्नामेंट गेट कंप्लीटेड उस दौरान में. दे प्लेड चैंपियंस लीग, मतलब एवरी टीम प्लेड चैंपियंस लीग, एवरी लीग वाज कंप्लीटेड, every league was completed, every winner was announced, golden boots and everything was decided. FIFA gave their awards, but not Ballon d'Or. My God.
Great. It's fun. It's interesting how these awards, bro. I think we should just focus on league titles and Champions Leagues. Honestly, we save ourselves some stress. These awards every year, people get angry, people get mad. It's just
यार देखो,
really sad.
इंडिविजुअल अवार्ड्स पे तो वैसे भी अपना टेम्पर लूज करना कोई वो सेंस बनाता नहीं है, बट क्योंकि हम इतने पैशनेट होकर चीजें फॉलो करते हैं, तो वी टेंड टू फॉरगेट द सैनिटी और द इनसैनिटी दैट इंक्लूड्स इस सब के बीच में. बट चलो, लेट्स मूव टू द सीरियस
But
डिस्कशन.
yeah, let's do it. So I think we'll start off by saying this. I feel like you and me are very attuned in this space. We have been quite pragmatic this season. Last season, when people kept asking us on your channel, how much time you'll give him, how much time we have basically said we are in until the end of the season. Like roughly speaking, hopefully it would be better. But roughly speaking, we basically said till the end of the season where he finishes will determine. We have given our numbers. You said top table. I said top half of the table, otherwise sack, right? But I think I don't know about you. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I did see your video. I don't know if you saw mine, but before we went into the Chelsea game, I think you and me had enough already. Now, some people will say, yeah, you said, 6 games ago, you said you're going to give him till May and all that. But I feel like, from my point of view, I felt like this is the only coach I've seen that has not brought any youth into the team, A, B, or at least played youth regularly, like for his own promoted youth, is what I mean. And the second thing I feel is he has actually not improved anybody since he's been here for 40 games. I think he's the only coach we can say, no matter what you think about all our coaches, no matter what you think about all the players, he's the coach that so far we have not seen an actual improvement. In fact, you could say a steady decline in many of the players we actually thought would do better. So coming into the Chelsea game, I was kind of at my point where I had enough. And on your channel, I went and said, if he continues this momentum, I think it was this after game week 2, I think we did a live game week 2, game week 3 before the international. I told you at this rate he goes, he's not going to even make it to the Liverpool game. That was my thought. So, like it's there in the title. Ruben Amorim survives Chelsea to live to fight another day. What are your thoughts after the Chelsea game, basically?
यार आई थिंक, देखो मैं तो बहुत इस चीज पे क्लियर ही हूँ दैट आई वोंट बी asking him to get sacked इस सीजन में. I know things are bad, or think, I mean, his attitude is bad. What he says and what he does in the match is entirely opposite. एक चीज है जो बोलता है और वो करता है, वो ये है कि मैं अपना फिलोसफी चेंज नहीं करूंगा, मैं अपनी स्ट्रेटजी चेंज नहीं करूंगा. अगर वो बस अपनी टीम सिलेक्शन इंप्रूव कर लेना, आई एम हैप्पी विद हिम. आई हैव गॉट नो इश्यूज. द ओनली इशू दैट आई हैव हिम विद इज कि भाई वो बड़ा स्टबर्न है, वो नई चीजों को समझ रहा है. ही इज डिगिंग अप हिज ओन ग्रेव, क्योंकि वो जिन प्लेयर्स के ऊपर ज्यादा डाल रहा है कहीं ना कहीं ट्रस्ट अपना, जैसे अमाद डियालो. आई गेट इट. I get that Ahmad got abused, but he was inviting that abuse on himself. If anybody is saying नहीं भाई यूनाइटेड फैंस को अब्यूज नहीं करना चाहिए था, why would not they? तुझे पता है भाई कि किस तरीके से गर्नाचो का सागा एंड हुआ है. द फैन बेस हेट्स हिम नाउ. द एंटायर ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड वाज सिंगिंग सॉन्ग फॉर हिम, जहां पर वो उसको लिटरली बता रहे थे कि तू कितना बड़ा निठल्ला और कितना बड़ा वाहियात प्लेयर था. उसके बाद तुम तुरंत मैच में, और तुम्हारी मैच की परफॉर्मेंस भी बिल्कुल दो कौड़ी की थी अमार डियालो की. ही वाज एब्सोल्युटली पिस पुअर. आई वाज सरप्राइज हाउ द हेल डिड ही फिनिश द एंटायर 90 मिनट्स. He was the guy who should have been substituted after the first half, what he was doing on the pitch, but he ended up completing the entire game. Then he goes on to post that social media picture of him and Amad Diallo. Oh, sorry, him and Garnacho exchanging jerseys. Fuck off. Seriously.
Yeah.
We can back you for anything, but not this. No fan would back Amad Diallo's attitude, what he was doing. एंड देन वो निब्बा निब्बी वालों की तरह के भाई लड़ाई हो गई है, ग्रुप में लड़ाई हो जाती है ना, ग्रुप छोड़ देते हैं, डीपी हटा लेते हैं, सैड स्टोरीज पोस्ट करते हैं. इंप्रूव योर फकिंग गेम. यू आर बैड. यू हैव बीन बैड.
No, I found it. What I found really sad in Ahmad's case is there is no way he's not been talking to Garnacho and knowing how bad it is. He's definitely been telling people what the atmosphere is like, and he should be fully aware of what the atmosphere is like. Someone on my channel was like, "Why did Bruno like?" He commented on a Rashford post. I'm like, listen, man, I understand that they are friends. I get it, but you can just WhatsApp him. Like, I don't understand how people justify, like, as if people don't have each other's phone numbers. Just message him privately. Yeah, you're happy for him. There's nothing wrong with it. Be happy for him. Be happy for him if you're happy for him, but do it privately. No, even like I was really annoyed with Bruno, dude. And you know me, I don't like saying bad things about Bruno
Yeah.
at all. And I was
Yeah.
really disappointed. And then people were like, it's just a text message. Yeah, don't be so bent out of shape. I'm like, bro, if it's just a text message, no, then text message him. Don't
Hmm.
text message the world. You know that because of what Garnacho did. You know Ahmad's had trouble before. You know some people have had trouble with the media and how it gets fired up. You're the captain. You were okay. It may have been like it may have been like a shock response. Oh wow, look at that goal, and then straight away Twitter thumbs, and I get it, but like I was really annoyed. I was like, bro, read the room. We have a game. We have 2 days. Chelsea, like read the room. This is not the time. And then Garnacho, I mean, I'm sure Ahmad's not deaf. He must have heard the cheering. And then he goes at the back and then swaps shirts. I'm like, yeah, these people are either really stupid, no, or they're really shameless. But they're definitely not. I mean, I don't. It's you can't say they don't do it deliberately. It's really sad because they're either really stupid, no, or they're really shameless, and both of them are not good if they're going to still be players in our team. It was really shocking, yeah. Like, uh, dude, there is a thing on the Stratford, and I'm sure you've seen. I think Anshu has posted it. They're singing the song very clearly, and he's talking to Garnacho. Ahmad and Garnacho are talking on the pitch. Garnacho goes back. I'm like, bro, read the room. Like, read the room. 80,000 people singing a slanderous song to your friend, no, is not a good look if you go post that on social media. And then
Absolutely.
people go, United fans are toxic. I'm like, bro, context is super important here. For the last year, we have had problems with these people not being able to control their social media output. It's very important to read the room here. If and a lot of people, dude, I got in trouble with you and the 1MUFC fan base when I was sitting there trying to defend Garnacho. I take it on the chin, dude. I told you I can't defend him after the shirt. Pre the shirt, the final, I get it. We were all frustrated. I said what I said. People disagreed in the chat. Fine. But then when he wore the shirt and you asked me, now what do you think? I'm like, I can't defend him, dude. It's not worth it anymore. Like for my own mental health, it's not worth it. Let him just go. I'm done with him. And then like a month later, these two idiots continue the problem. And I'm like, this is really bad. Yeah. Like people, if you're too young to handle social media now, don't have social media. It's a very simple concept. I just saw Dogu put his first Twitter post now, and I was like, oh God, here we go. More of them are joining. Sheshko just got a new account. They're both on like 10,000. I'm like, okay, at least they're not, flooding their accounts. Yay, they are here, like how we normally do on Instagram.
Yeah.
But now these people who didn't have Twitter accounts, now they have new Twitter accounts. I'm like, okay, now again, more people are going to do this. This is real. This is a real problem. Yeah. Like if you can't handle it, no, don't do it at all. Because you will be held accountable. You will be held accountable. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter. So I just wanted to ask you about that only because Ruben Amorim's hands are full, but at the same time, like our players don't do anyone's favors. They don't do anybody favors week in, week out with this kind of stupidity. They know we are under pressure and they do this. It's really frustrating. I don't know what you think.
यार देखो, रैशफोर्ड वाली सिचुएशन में तो मैं यही बोलूंगा कि रैशफोर्ड और गर्नाचो सिचुएशन थोड़ी सी अलग है. Garnacho was very adamant that he only wants to join Chelsea, a club within the league. रैशफोर्ड वाले केस में ये कि रैशफोर्ड इज प्लेइंग फॉर बार्सिलोना. ही स्कोर्ड बैंगर्स. दो बहुत ही ब्रिलियंट गोल थे, जिसमें से कि भाई दूसरा वाला तो बिल्कुल आउटरेजियस था. तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है, आई वुड जस्ट से कि ठीक है, व्हाटएवर ब्रूनो डिड ही डिड, एंड आई हैव गॉट नो इश्यूज विद इट. ब्रूनो posting for Rashford, it's fine because he's not playing in the league. He's not playing in to a direct rival. He's playing in Spanish league. He's playing in Champions League right now, and that post was a deserving one because Rashford did score a blinder. We all were praising Rashford for that goal. So ठीक है, I do get it. But
Definitely.
Amad Diallo, swapping jerseys with Garnacho. The guy had 0 minutes. Literally, they had 0 minutes. You're swapping jerseys with Garnacho for what? For what? For being on the bench for the very first time, be at Old Trafford on the opposition side. For that, you were swapping jerseys. Oh, come on, fuck off. Seriously, look into your game.
100%.
That need to be improved.
100%.
That needs to be improved. Rather than posting on social media, rather than being in the good books of your former colleagues, you don't have to do that. If you want to have a long career at United, if you want to have a good career, you must improve your football rather than doing all this bullshit. मुझे तो वो चीज समझ ही नहीं आती. देखो, अमाद, I love Amad Diallo, and that's why I'm frustrated because
Exactly.
the ceiling he possesses, the talent he holds, it's 10 nahi 20x than Garnacho.
Yeah.
He's all class. Garnacho was so raw. Amad Diallo can do everything. He can score, he can create, he can score free kicks, he can literally play anywhere among the front three setup. And Amad Diallo not realizing his potential, not being serious, and not helping the team after being selected over and over again. That's what I've got issues with. That's
I
what I
agree.
have got issues with.
Dude, I saw him back with dyed hair. Remember, I told you? I saw him back with dyed hair and it reminded me when Rashford first dyed his hair the same color. And I was like, oh God, this is going downhill. The first moment I saw the hair color, no, I was like, no, man, no, please. It's giving me deja vu again. Seriously, when I saw the hair color, I was like, you can't do this again, man. Not again. And then go to see he's had a bad season. In fact, I remember I was on your channel and I said, and you said which one out of the non-new signings you want to step up. I said Diego Dallo, and everyone in the chat was like, bro, what are you drinking, dude? And I'm like, oh, I knew I would get that. And then I thought to myself, no, I explained to you why Diego Dallo is going to be the right wing back. And bro, if I'm being honest with you, it looks like Diego Dallo is going to be the right wing back. Mazraoui
But
is not
by
good enough
but
consistently
by
attack.
la-
Ahmad
but
will not
last
defend.
but Nathan, last game Mazraoui was
Mazraoui
absolute
was
mint.
very good. He was very good. But you know what
Mazraoui,
he did? You know what was his main contribution? The two last minute tackles in the penalty box, where he would have been
what?
at right centre back.
मतलब whatever it was, and to everyone's surprise, who were not backing Matthias De Ligt, everybody thought that De Ligt is not good enough. De Ligt has been the best player this season for us, without a shadow of a doubt. It's not any other guy. भाई पिछले गेम में तो he was everywhere. He was tracking back. He was in the final third. He was in the midfield. He absolutely manhandled every Chelsea attacker. He just destroyed
Good
them.
game. Good game. But the thing is, I always had the idea that Mazraoui was anyway going to be a right centre back. But now the thing is, Amarim seems to keep changing our centre back seven. So now the problem is,
But I don't think he will change De Ligt because once Martinez comes in, I feel Lenny Oro, Martinez, and De Ligt will be the trio for us, the
you
back three
think so?
trio. Yeah, I think so because see, Delit and Maguire, both of them are similar kind of players. So I would not want Delit and Maguire starting together. Lenny Oro, has to be there. Bhai, he has got the pace, the positioning, the strength, and the agility to deal with the pressure that a right centre back faces. Licha, you call me bias, but I love Licha. See, I would put Licha for those line breaking passes, for that passion, for that mentality.
I wouldn't give
The
him a new
mentality.
contract though. I find that quite
I would not.
frightening.
I would not. But I'll wait for the season to end before
Yeah.
discussing about this. I won't be rushing into conclusion that Licha doesn't deserve to have a new contract. He might, because if he keeps himself fit till the end of the season, he might have a good shout to get a new contract. And United won't
Now,
want to lose Licha, on a very low price or on a free.
now I want to slightly trigger you and the chat. What about Luke Shaw? And
नहीं भाई, नहीं.
before you say
See,
anything, I have a very fun
he was
fact for
good.
you. No,
Good.
no, no, no,
He
no,
was
not about the game, not about the game. I have a very fun fact for you. That's actually, I don't know if you thought about it, but I was sitting there thinking about it, and someone happily corroborated my story later on. Since since Mason Mount has signed,
हाँ,
Luke Shaw has played more games than Mason Mount.
ठीक है. I ठीक है,
I
ठीक है,
love
ठीक है, ठीक
that.
है.
I love
No,
that stat.
I agree. I agree. Luke Shaw has played more games, but has Luke Shaw been more influential than Mason Mount?
I will say this. The
Hmm.
last 10 minutes, no, bro, the way he was getting in
Very
Enzo
see
Fernandez's face, no, I loved
when
it.
you see
I wish
when
he
you
did
have
that
to put.
every game.
I
Every
love the
game.
I loved that fact that yes, Luke Shaw did that to Enzo Fernandez because पहले तो मैं पता है इस चीज को तो हिंदी में बोलना चाहूंगा.
Say it.
भाई एंजो फर्नांडिस से बड़ा चूतिया नहीं देखा मैंने कोई लिटरली. वो बहन का लौड़ा हर मैच में आके माउंट को ट्रिगर करने की कोशिश करता है. भाई माउंट लिटरली वॉन देम द चैंपियंस लीग टाइटल. इट वाज हिज असिस्ट that
No,
made them the Champions League winner.
he has a nickname now. We call him Get Back Shaw. That's what he
अरे
does
वो
now. When you mess with the
भाई
team, no, Get Back Shaw comes.
भाई एंजो फर्नांडिस every fucking time he plays against us plays against us, he always go after Mason Mount. And for what? Mason Mount will always be a Chelsea lad.
Yeah.
He'll always be a Chelsea lad. He came from Cobham, played for Chelsea, won the Champions League with Chelsea. You can't write that off. मेसन माउंट अगर चेल्सी छोड़ के गया तो उसमें चेल्सी और मेसन माउंट दोनों का ही कंट्रीब्यूशन था. यू कांट से दैट मेसन माउंट का अकेले का वो रीजन था. तो ये कहीं ना कहीं अगर देखा जाए तो भाई अगर तुम अपनी लॉयल्टी प्रूव करना चाह रहे हो चेल्सी फैन बेस से तो तुम्हारी बात अलग है भाई. वो yes you won the world cup, yes you have won the club world cup for Chelsea, but Mason Mount also won a very big trophy. And to be very honest, relevance के मामले में Champions League will always be bigger than Club World Cup. Just to let you know. Just to let you know.
Fair enough. You want to answer this? Thoughts on Mike Maignan?
Mike Maignan. भाई नहीं यार. Mike Maignan has been very injury prone.
Yeah.
I like the guy. I like him as a keeper. By the way, भी Samuel Lucas ने अभी आधे घंटे पहले अपनी मरवाई है ये बोल के that Dean Henderson has reported that he will never ever join Manchester United back. I don't trust that fucker. Samuel Lucas is an absolute disgrace.
One day into the new job, we did the check-in show yesterday, which is the review show, my version of a review show. One day in his new job, and he started about our players, and I was like, this guy one day he didn't take off. He literally changed newspapers, and he started again with the agenda. You think he would learn, but sadly,
see,
it doesn't work like that.
Lucas can say whatever he wants to. Links with Demarco, but why do we want to? I
Two
mean,
left wing backs, no? We are trying to get rid of Shaw even, I guess, right? So then it'll be
that's
Diallo,
fair.
Mazraoui, and then
That's fair.
Dogu and
But Demarco will be playing as a left wing back, na? He won't be playing as
yeah.
a right wing back. So Demarco, Dogu, and Diego Leon. Then we'll have three left wing back.
We might.
If
I think we are. Isn't Diego Leon playing in the under 18s anyway now with Chido?
he will be promoted, na? For the cup games, he will be there in the squad, and for sure, if anything happens to Dogu, he'll be the next name on the list to play in place of Dogu. We should be going after a right wing back, and I don't know who that will be. But pata nahi, bro. And
So
by the way,
you still don't want to have hope on Dallo. You're actually just like,
bhai Diallo can fuck off. Bhai Diallo can fuck off from the club. I
bro,
see.
he's such a nice guy, dude. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I get the hate for some of our players. I actually understand that.
One of my favorite manager of all time, one of the manager that I wanted to succeed at United said, to win trophies, to be the best, you have to be cunts, not good. He is a nice guy. I want my players to be cunts. I want my players to be badass. Badass on not on the pitch by their
Yeah,
attitude.
yeah, of course.
Dallo is cunt on the pitch because he's dog shit in terms of delivering those crosses and all. ठीक है तो see Dallo can be a squad player. No, ठीक है, I've got no issues with him being a squad player, but Dallo can't start for United if United has got bigger aspirations, and
I have to
as they
say though,
should.
his crosses at left wing back were shockingly better than Dogu's. I mean, until yesterday, he was literally the only one with an assist. Until the Chelsea
Oh,
game,
Dallo.
Dallo was our top assister in the
यार
Premier League.
ये तो वही वाली बात है ना, अंधों में काना राजा ढूंढने वाली बात हो गई ना, दैट आपको कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए वो प्रूव करने के लिए, तो आप कुछ भी ढूंढने की कोशिश कर रहे हो.
I love what Siddhant said. Siddhant, you're so shameless because I said the Shaw statistic. But the reason I said it no is funny because the funny thing is everyone goes Shaw injury, injury, injury. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to have a look at it for once because he's not been injured yet. And then go to see that Mount has played less games than him. I'm like, bro, you can't call him injury pro. No, then what is Mount? What
Mount
is
is also
Mount
injury
is
prone.
Luke? But
Mount
the
is also
best part
injury
is if
prone.
Luke Shaw, but since they have come together, since they're in the team together, if Shaw has
Yeah.
played more games than you're really injury
By
prone.
two bats, by two bats doesn't make one right, and that's a fact. If Luke Shaw and Mount are injury prone, they are injury prone.
But now you
उसमें
have
से
to back
lesser.
him, dude. You have to get back Shaw.
No,
Everybody
bro,
get back
I'm.
Shaw is a new level of Luke
You
Shaw
know
we have
what?
not seen.
You know what? I have got no issues with Shaw being a substitute or an option once Licha comes back, because anyways Luke Shaw will be there till the end of the season. I want to see Mount more in the starting 11 because Mount brings
I also.
more stability, Mount brings more energy, and Mount actually brings some sort of relief to Bruno Fernandes as well. But if that happens, then one of Cunha, Mbeumo, or Seshko will be sacrificed because you can't play three-man midfield with this setup. You'll have to let go of somebody. Matlab, just in the starting 11.
I really wish what I told you before we got Sesko was right, man. For one season, Cunha, Fernandez, and Mbeumo front three by a midfielder. I really wish we could have at least seen it. We shouldn't have gone for Sheshko this year.
यार आए
Really,
तो
because who
नहीं यार
knows
आए.
what we would have got.
See, I wanted a striker, and I'm still backing that because we are struggling to score goals. I want to see my team score goals. Ultimately, football is about outscoring your opponent, and United certainly don't have enough goal scoring options on the list. So, as much as I want a midfielder for the team, I cannot say that ki bhai, without Seshko or without any striker whatsoever, United would have been in a better position. Abhi kya hai, the problem is Seshko hasn't been fed enough, and last match mein, because we also got the red card, so Seshko was substituted.
That is what I want to get to you. I'm so glad. Let's talk about it straight away because it's relevant to what you just said. He's played 6 games now, and his substitutions have been terrible, win or loss. His substitutions have been, I don't understand how Ahmad stays as long as he did on the pitch. I just
भाई
don't get it.
लास्ट गेम तो मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ा, मतलब
Every game,
अगेन.
dude. Every game, and he brings Maguire in as the first sub. When we are trailing, whether we are drawing, dude, when we are trailing and he brings Maguire, no, to I'm starting to get a head loss because I'm like, what is this? You got rid of Rasmus and you bring in your center back when we are trailing. Like,
या
anybody with common sense would get mad. At least bring on Menu. At least bring on Zirkzee. Dude, the reports of Zirkzee are so contradictory to what we have seen. Many clubs have come in the last 9 months. Ruben Amorim sees him as a blah blah blah. You know me. I don't care about any kind of media because I don't believe it. Has he even played a game yet? He's been on the bench. Has he even played our last 3 games? Has he even come on in the last 3 games? Dude, this is incredibly frustrating. Yeah, either we are being lied to, no, or we are just, or something is really drastically wrong in that club. Because one thing is said and another thing is done, and it's almost on a weekly basis that one thing is said and another thing is done. Now it's not even, if I ask that question, no, I know I'm going to get a lie. Now it's almost like we are going to get a lie every week. So we have to just prepare ourselves for it. Because I find it incredible, yeah, when we are trailing against Arsenal, he brings on a Maguire, Zirkzee sitting on the bench, they're laying an egg. I don't get it. And I don't know. And Ahmad was horrible. Dude, that cutback when we were 2-0 up and a man down. The cutback, Sheshko and Mbeumo were there. The defenders were behind them. He waited for the defenders to come in front and then crosses it over. The worst part is he crosses it over and it still touches the goalkeeper who's way out of his position. And here's the best part. First 4 games, he's on the right hand side. People are like, he doesn't cross with his right foot. He's left footed. I'm like, I saw him last season cross many times with his right foot, many times taking on people on the right side. Now on the left hand side, he, instead of cutting it back on the ground, he's trying to loop the keeper and waiting for the center backs to come and get space. Right here, Sesko is completely open. You can see in a still photo. Okay, I'm not saying he'll score, but make the pass. No, make the pass on the ground. He's trying to loop the keeper and on his left foot even. So left foot he can't cross, right foot he can't go. What can he do anymore? I mean, the downfall needs to be studied. Yeah, and poor Seshko gets subbed off for nothing. He didn't even have a bad game. He just got subbed off. And I'm thinking to myself, every week he's going to make stupid substitutions even now. Like what he's shooting himself in the foot, and then everyone will say, "Y'all are just being negative." I'm like, bro, who brings on Harry Maguire when we are trailing a game? Like who does that? Like you don't need to be a hater to know that is stupid. I don't know. What are your
यार
thoughts on the substitutions? It's really bothering me, to be honest.
यार पहले बात तो टीम सिलेक्शन पे ही है. मतलब अगेन उस दिन भी हमने सैन लेमेंस को मौका नहीं दिया. वी वेंट विद बाइंदेर. इफ यू हैव साइंड अ न्यू गोलकीपर, दैट टू फॉर 20 million, आई डोंट गेट इट कि भाई मतलब व्हाई आर नॉट पुटिंग हिम in the starting 11. If Donnarumma can start straight away into the first team for Man City, and not comparing the quality of the two keepers, I'm just telling you that Donnarumma did not play a single minute since that Club World Cup final. So it was already 2 to 3 months जब वो आया है मैन सिटी में और उसने अपना टेन्योर शुरू किया है. तो अगर वो शुरू कर सकता है, why can't Saint Lemens play in the Chelsea game after having a proper 1.5 week of training with the team? I don't get the idea. दूसरी चीज यहां पर अगर मैं बोलूं तो अमाड डियालो, भाई the downfall needs to be studied. Seriously, bhai, it needs to be studied. What is happening with him? Is there something that we don't know? Is there something that we are unaware of? Because somebody wrote this in the comment section that the manager needs to show some trust in Amad Diallo. What else is he supposed to do? He's giving him a start in each game.
Yeah.
I don't think Ruben Amorim has got anything to blame for
Right now, it's
Amad
been
Diallo.
right wing back, right attacking mid, and now left attacking mid in the last game.
Yeah, he has
He's got
made.
3 positions even in 5 games.
Bro, Amorim has given him more than enough opportunities to find his rhythm back. He
Yeah, I can't. This
literally,
I agree with Amarim on. I can't defend this. This you can't defend.
you can't tell me that Amad Diallo hasn't been backed properly by Ruben Amorim. The guy literally finished the Chelsea game. जहां सारी टीम अच्छा कर रही थी, only Amad Diallo was shitting himself on the pitch. And this obsessive approach of scoring a scissor kick, I don't get it. Why you
Two
simply
games
can't
in a
put
row
the ball
now.
back in that? It's been 2 games in a row.
And
Has
you know
been
what's the worst
consistent.
part there? You've noticed it's on the left hand side. He could hit it
Yeah,
with his left foot.
yeah,
That is even
exactly
more
that.
frustrating. That is even more
Exactly that.
frustrating.
And forget about everything. Forget about everything. He's not even making contact. That's the worst part. You should even at least make contact, bhai. At least make some contact on the ball. He's not even making any sort of contact.
That's a good point.
Attempt
So,
the scissor kick or whatever you want to, but at least be logical with your approach.
of course.
But
I brought this up, right? This so I mean because
yeah,
I believe he's asking. I don't know. Technically, Baba Mohawk's actually not complained. It was me who said it. I just want to clarify.
Hmm.
So I will ask Mohak what is his thoughts about that. But I will say one thing before Mohak answers, which is Rio Ferdinand also agrees to. Now, I don't normally say listen to what other people say, but considering its position relevant, uh, that's all I'll say. Rio Ferdinand agrees that the back line should not be changing. Many other content creators themselves also agree with that.
Yeah, देखो, it's
And
not
what are
about
your thoughts
content
on?
creators.
No,
It's
I'm
not
just
about
saying, like,
content creators.
because
नहीं नहीं, हाँ
we
हाँ,
have seen
I
United all
know.
these years, so we are
I
just
know.
yeah.
इस पर मैं ये बोलूंगा कि डिफेंस अगर आप शफल करते रहोगे ना पूरे सीजन में, एंड इफ यू से दिस दैट बैकलाइन शुड बी चेंजिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू द टीम, नो ब्रो, it never changes. When you look at the stable teams, when you look at the successful teams, the backline remains constant. You talk about the Liverpool, you talk about Man City, you talk about Chelsea of old days, you talk about United of old days, you talk about Real Madrid, you talk about Barcelona the previous season. Araujo was there, but they kept on playing Inigo Martinez and Kubarsi. You talk about यहाँ पे Real Madrid, they kept on playing Nicolas Pepe कह रहा हूँ मैं, they kept on playing यहाँ पर Pepe and Sergio Ramos because it was working for them, and later on it was Varane and Ramos. It with Ancelotti's side, the year they won the Champions League for the very first time with Ancelotti after him returning back, it was Alaba and Militao. So you can't shuffle your backline over and over again. Your backline needs to be consistent, constant. If any player is not getting injured, that needs to be consistent. आप यहां पर अगर बात कर रहे हो कि उसका अप्रोच चेंज होता है टीम को देख के, उसका अप्रोच चेंज कहां हो रहा है टीम को देख के? आउटफील्ड प्लेयर्स सेंटर बैक छोड़ के तो सेम ही है.
Yeah, and Baba, just to reiterate, they are putting crosses in whether Euro or Maguire. Whoever plays, they're putting crosses, and we keep conceding with whoever's our centre back seven at crosses. So I don't really think the cross heavy point makes
On,
sense because we have been conceding crosses for the last 5 years now. We have gone through three different keepers. First, they
हाँ
blame
देखो,
the keepers.
ये
Now it
देखो,
is for me. It is the defensive formation on our crosses. I don't think it's the keeper's fault. I don't know.
see,
It's my opinion. But
see,
what do you think, Mohak? Because we have three keepers. They blamed all three keepers for not coming out at various points of time. To
hmm,
me, we have changed I don't know how many defenders in the last 5 years, and we still seem to be conceding. So I really don't think
right,
it's
it's
necessarily
in
a
the coaching.
goalkeeper issue.
It's
It's
in
in
the
the coaching.
coaching. It's in the coaching. You can't tell me that your players are being coached well, and उसके बावजूद ये mistakes हो रही हैं. Dembele was not doing well for Barcelona, but as soon as he moved to PSG, he got a better coach who understood him, who understood his limitations and his strengths, and made him play the way he's playing right now. And now he's the Ballon d'Or winner. He was Dembélé at one point. He was Dembélé at one point. It's
You
always
can't.
about the coaching.
What is this? You can't score goals with proper midfielders. Fair enough. Secret Gamers is asking us thoughts that next year's goalkeeping competition will be between Vitek and Lamans.
भाई
By
विटेक
the way,
won't be
Radek
here by the way.
Radek Vitek is doing really good, dude, in the championship.
Vitek
I'm doing loan watch as I always do.
Vitek
I'm
won't be
enjoying
here
it.
last. Vitek won't be here next season. I'm telling you this.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. United, they want to bring somebody big. They want to bring somebody who's experienced. They want to bring somebody who is sort of a big name on the list. Vitek doesn't satisfy that criteria, fulfill that criteria. So मैं वही बोलूंगा.
He's there for vibes.
Yes,
It
देखो
feels like that
Zirkzee.
sometimes,
See,
really.
अच्छा एक चीज मुझे सबसे जाननी है, even from Nathan as well.
Yeah, sure.
Do you really believe that Seshko के ऊपर वो अभी Zirkzee start करेगा, where he has literally invested 72 million euros in Seshko, irrespective of what Seshko is doing, or is he getting enough chances or not? He simply cannot, because it's about providing game time to your number one striker. His first choice striker is Benjamin Seshko. So definitely he would give him minutes. Where he can give Zirkzee opportunity is by substituting Amad Diallo, is by managing Brian Mbeumo, or by managing Mason Mount, or by managing probably Matthias Cunha, or if he's substituting Benjamin Seshko in the later half of the game. But if you're expecting Zirkzee to start ahead of Benjamin Seshko, then my friend, you are being mistaken.
I completely agree. And what else? What are your thoughts on possible renewal of Harry Maguire? It was brought up today.
I think it's I
Fabrizio
think
put
it's
up something.
yeah, I think it's necessary that we give him a new contract because Maguire.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I feel so. The
Wow.
the reason is professional,
Like this. I like this.
and the reason is technical, because if you read the room right now, Harry Maguire is the most experienced centre back we have in the team. So if you want to groom Aiden Haven, if you and he is the senior most player with the most professional behavior, by the way. The kind of abuse Maguire took, the kind of bashing he took from the fan base, from the media, he got stripped of the captaincy and did not utter a word. Did not utter a word after,
In fact, he said it in an interview, right? I think
yeah,
it was the Rio, right? He said it was really tough, but
yeah. You
and
know what? And
I
and
just
and
keep
you know
on
what,
going with it.
Nathan? And you know what, Nathan? Abigendra ne jo likha hai na, actually, I believe this. Maguire might actually retire at Manchester United.
I'll absolutely love it. I
I,
told people already in the chat that I'm going to stand up. I mean, the camera doesn't go up, but I'll stand up
hmm.
and clap him off in his last game for sure. If I know it's his last game, I'll stand and clap him off.
Even
Mentally is a resilient player in our
by
team.
not gonna lie, I absolutely hated Harry Maguire uh, when Ole got sacked, because he was one of the reason, alongside Luke Shaw, why Ole got the sack, because we were absolutely piss poor उस season में defensively. But I also have to admit that now Harry Maguire has become one of the मेरे लिए most important player in the team. Uh, because it's not just about playing football, it's also about maintaining the decorum, understanding the values of the club, and also being the example for the junior players or the youngsters in the team. And Harry Maguire, again, I would say I wouldn't mind giving Harry Maguire a new contract, because he sets the right example for others to follow. The likes of Aiden Heaven, Lenny Euro, the likes of even Matthias, because we tend to forget one thing, that Delit is also very young. He's not that old. He's just 25, 26. So he's also not in his late 20s or near about 30s.
Hold on a minute. And your thoughts on another thought. Aiden haven't turned 19 yesterday. Your thoughts on why he's not got a chance yet so far.
Aiden Heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the reason is अभी क्योंकि सीजन की शुरू के 5 गेम में ना हमारे काफी बड़े बड़े गेम थे यार. एंड आई थिंक ईच वन ऑफ यू वुड एग्री दिस, कि इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे यूनाइटेड के लिए 7 पॉइंट निकालना कितनी बड़ी बात है. जब हम यहाँ पर पहले गेम में आर्सेनल से हार गए थे, फिर हमने अपना दूसरा गेम जो था वो ड्रॉ कर लिया था. द प्रेशर वॉज ऑन अस. तो एमरिम जस्ट वॉन्ट टू मेक श्योर दैट ही इज नॉट थ्रोइंग यंगस्टर्स इन अ सिचुएशन वेयर he might lose the team, he might lose the game, and also make our youngsters look very bad in front of everyone. So maybe that is the reason. With the easier games coming in, and I don't think there are any easier games, but I would still say this, that with the easier games coming in, I would hope that Aiden Heaven features for us, which he would not start in the starting 11, but definitely will get minutes as a substitute. Because अभी लीचा भी आ जाएगा वापस, तो वहां पे probability थोड़ी कम हो जाएगी.
Your thoughts on this? You didn't actually answer. Would you take Demarco? I know we said he's left wing back, but would you take him?
How old is Demarco? I think he's 32. How old
29?
is he?
32. Oh my
How old
god.
is he? 32 or 30? How old is he? Demarco age. क्योंकि बाल कम है. 27.
27.
What? Bhai,
No,
he
even
looks.
I thought he was 29. When you told me 32, no, even I got scared.
Bhai, he
Listen,
looks like he's.
let's not make any hairline jokes. We'll be in trouble afterwards. He's be 28 in November. He's got to lay off the Italian wine, dude. He's looking old as hell. Seriously.
What is he
Coming
drinking?
from me.
Phenyl? What is he drinking? Phenyl or what?
For his hair.
How does he looks like 32? Oh my God,
I
bhai,
thought
matlab
I also thought he was 29. Yeah, you made me also panic when I found out we are chasing a
bro,
32-year-old
he's a class player. And the reason I was not basically entertaining the idea of him
age.
joining United was only because of his age. I thought he's above 30. Crazy, bhai. Yeah, I would take him if he's 27.
I'd also take him.
I would take him.
We have a good relationship with Inter Milan. That's the good news for a
Yeah,
change.
yeah, because
Uh,
of
to,
Onana and Lukaku.
yeah, of course. They. I was actually going to say only because of Lukaku, but never mind. Regardless of Maguire's new contract, Baba makes a great point. But Baba, I'll tell you, I don't know if you know this, but apparently Everton are doubling down on not selling Branthwaite. They have basically already made that decision, which means they're obviously going to pay him more to stay there. That's what I assume. Oh, I love this. Oh, dude, can you
Yeah,
imagine how insufferable we'll be, dude? Every
why
week
we'll have to
like this.
we'll have to break the bank for Cole Palmer.
Break
We'll
it,
have to
dude.
break the bank.
Break it. Give one of the Glazers on loan so they can make money for Chelsea.
It
Do
would be
whatever you
around.
have to do.
I think it would be something around 150 million if I'm not wrong. Because I think it would be the
Because
case.
it's an 8-year contract and he'll only do by
Yeah,
2028, he'll
भाई.
only do 5 years.
Bro, वो निचोड़ लेंगे भाई हमें. मैं मजाक भी नहीं कर रहा. वो खत्म कर देंगे हमें. I'm
I'd
not
take
even
him.
kidding.
I'd pay. Even if we buy only one player that that transfer window, buy him. Just buy him. I would
पता नहीं
enjoy
भाई.
that. Yeah, this we kind of knew by default though, Nilesh. We thought Manchester United and Arsenal have the toughest fixture, opening 5 game fixture. But Opta came out with this, whatever that with their numbers they've come out and they
Yeah.
said this. I think Bournemouth, United, Bournemouth, Arsenal, I believe, were the top three.
भाई यूनाइटेड के
And
तो
they
वाकई
also,
डिफिकल्ट है यार. वी प्लेड चेल्सी, वी प्लेड मैन सिटी एंड वी प्लेड
but
आर्सेनल.
I
तो
don't know, dude. They're saying they're saying Bournemouth and Arsenal are 94 and we are 94.6. God knows how they've come to that number, but fine, we'll
आर्सेनल
take
के
it.
तीन कौन से डिफिकल्ट गेम थे?
Though
You
I
can't
remember
rate
seeing the
us.
top three.
You can't rate us as the difficult fixture for them. We
That's what I
finished
think. I
15th.
think they have. I think they have genuinely done that. Based on that knowledge, Bournemouth should be first. If that's the case, Bournemouth
Why?
should be
Because
above us.
they played Arsenal, they played Man City and Liverpool during that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it yet, but you know, they're saying Zeno Debast will be good for this system, but not future. Is Palmer unsettled in Chelsea? How is it possible, dude? After the first
I don't
season
know,
he had,
bhai. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I
you
don't
be
know.
okay with Saint Lemon starting, waiting, and settling in, or starting the FA Cup fixtures in Jan? What is your preference? I believe you said start.
Bhai, start him in the Brentford game itself. I don't care. He was playing regularly for Antwerp. Why are we even waiting for him to
I
get
think he
used to
was
the
in the
system?
team of the season last year, right? For
Yeah,
in the Belgian team of the season.
yeah.
Really, no, I'm not really sure what goes on and how we decide to pick people there. I really don't get it.
Whew. Yeah,
With respect to
not sure.
Demarco, not sure about Palmer. There's a higher chance of Sancho playing for United again than Palmer joining United. See, this is the belief you have to have, dude. When it happens, no, then it'll be tears in our eyes, and we'll be doing
Hmm.
the freezing cold celebration. Watch Inter closely. Always gets subbed around 60th minute. He gets gassed out post that every time. Must be the pasta rando. Sure, quite heavy.
बट आई थिंक यार
Got
वो
him
पता
on
है ये चीज तो डार्मियन के साथ भी थी. डार्मियन वाज वेरी गुड फॉर मतलब वो
Inter.
कहाँ से आया
Fantastic,
था?
no?
वो कहाँ से आया था? डार्मियन केम फ्रॉम किसी छोटी टीम से,
Torino?
पार्मा.
Torino?
टोरिनो. आई गेस सो. Probably. Where was he
Oh,
playing?
I was so happy to see him here. I was so happy to see him do well in the international team and
Bhai,
then in the
he's also
Champions
doing
League
very
final.
well in. He's also
So
doing
happy to
very
see
well
him.
for Inter.
Torino to Manchester United. Before Torino, he
Yeah,
was in Palermo.
yeah. He came from Torino. He was very good, matlab, at Torino, but he was having the same issue. When he joined us, he was also guessing out because again, Inter Milan का setup भी थोड़ा सा अलग ही है. They ask their wing backs to overload their wings. तो up and down, up and down, up and down करना. अब you can't compete against Denzel Dumfries because of the genetics, obviously. तो
Absolutely.
वो चीज़ें थोड़ी सी अलग आ जाती हैं. Denzel Dumfries is
This,
a monster.
this, no, this is the question I wanted to ask you when we were talking about goalkeepers. The fact that Amorim has not talked to him before we signed him, for me, was the biggest red flag in Amorim's tenure so far. How has he signed a goalkeeper without talking to him? I know they have a system where like 3, 4 people decide who we are going to buy. But I find this, sadly, I find this very like Manchester United. But I thought we are doing things differently under the new management. The fact that he on an interview said I haven't spoken to Amarim is actually, I don't know, man. It doesn't look good. Some of these things, no, they make us look very, very bad. I don't know.
Yeah, Nathan, to be very honest, I hardly believe in anything that comes out of Amarim's mouth these days.
Good.
Whatever,
Good. I've
whatever.
converted you finally.
No, no, you haven't converted me. I just watch the games. I don't
Same.
listen to his interviews anymore because whatever he says in the interviews, he doesn't even follow half of it in the games. So I wait for the team, I wait for the result, and then I give my opinions. I feel San Lemons is ready, whether or not यहाँ पर he's
No, that I
back.
think he should play, but I
Yeah.
just don't like the fact that he has not spoken to him. I
Whether
think
or
there's
not,
something very
see,
systemically wrong in our club that our
it is,
manager has not
it is,
spoken
it's,
to our
it's,
goalkeeper.
it's very Ed Woodwardish, sorry, Ed Woodwardish kind of a
Yeah,
work.
it is.
Woodward used to do this, that he used to force his signings on the manager. Or remember the year when Mourinho was demanding a centre back, a centre back, a centre back, and he got
Koulibaly,
Fred.
right?
And he got Fred. He was demanding a centre back. He
To be
demanding a
fair, to
centre
be
back.
fair to Fred, he did defend a lot. To be fair to Fred,
He did. But I'm telling you this, that, and also, I don't know whether most of you are aware of this fact or not. United were given the opportunity by Southampton to sign Virgil van Dijk, but we instead chose
Victor Lindelof.
Victor Lindelof for 45 fucking million.
Oh
Just to
no.
let you know. Just to let you know. We were given the opportunity to sign Matthias Delit when he was 17. We said he's too chubby. So these were the kind of excuses our management used to make for
We
not
didn't want
signing
to pay
players.
5 million more for what is that fellow? That Croatian guy. Remember, this one wanted him. Mourinho wanted him.
Who?
Croatian fellow, not Mandzukic, the other guy.
Kovacic?
Perisic. He wanted
Perisic.
Perisic,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He wanted
Yeah.
Perisic.
Also, so basically, before Bayern got Alfonso Davies, United were
He was
interested in
scouted him.
Alfonso Davies, but they rejected him because he was
Apparently, a
playing.
scout put him forward even. A scout
Yeah, yeah,
actually put him forward to sign him,
yeah,
and they said no.
yeah. They said no because he comes from Canada. That was their excuse.
I mean,
So
to be fair back then, I mean, the Alfonso Davies one is a little tough. Let's just put it that way. It could go
also,
either way. North American
also,
players.
also, Ole asked to sign Caicedo for 5 million euros. 5 million euros. Brighton got him for 3.5 million euros, sold him for 120 or 115 million euros. Let that sink in. Ole wanted
Ole was giving
Alvarez.
him. Ole
Ole
was
wanted
giving him,
Alvarez.
giving us his player, Haaland.
Ole, yeah, he was.
He was giving him his
Yeah,
own player. He
yeah,
was giving
yeah,
us.
he was. Ole wanted Alvarez,
I
Julian
love that man.
Alvarez
Yeah, he so badly wanted us to
for,
succeed. Like even in a coach in another team, he wanted us to succeed.
but
I
it's
love that man.
115 million pounds, for fuck's sake. By the way, Ole wanted Julian Alvarez. He was he was around 20 million euros or 20 million pounds or something. मैन सिटी ने कुछ 15-18 मिलियन में खरीदा और 95 में बेच दिया 1995 में. And the guy won the treble, the guy won the World Cup and everything, and he was scoring goals or ye
Didn't
or
Ra-
wo or
didn't
falana
didn't
falana.
Ragnick want Fernandez? Enzo Fernandez?
I think was he
Ragnick
suggesting?
wanted
I
an
don't remember.
Argentina player, right? Wasn't it
I
Enzo?
don't remember. I don't remember actually क्या था सीन. पता नहीं. I don't remember. नहीं नहीं, ओले वांटेड भाई, ओले वांटेड अल्वारेज. रैगनिक के टाइम पे न्यूज एस्केलेट हुई थी. रैगनिक एक्चुअली सजेस्टेड यस आपका सेस्को और अल्वारेज भी. अब हमने सेश को खरीदा है, बट
No.
उस टाइम पे इट वाज ओले गनर सोल्शायर हु वांटेड Julian Alvarez.
Nkunku and Lema as
Yeah.
well. Ragnick wanted Lema.
Conrad
Uh,
Lamar, yes. Conrad Lamar. That was
I'll
Scholes.
practice my Hindi for this one, bro. Bama. What is the role of Ugarte? How does he fit in our plans? I believe I can answer it in one word. Kalesh. I think that's the correct word. That's the correct word people use. Kalesh.
uh,
Man United being
यार
in a relegation battle. Bro, we are in a relegation battle. Let them keep saying it. And then when we do well, no, remind people that we were in a relegation
यार
battle.
देखो, मैं पता है इसमें मैं सिटी का तो नहीं जिक्र करूंगा, बिकॉज आपको सिटी अभी 5 गेम के बाद यहाँ दिख रही है, आपको अगले 10 गेम के बाद सिटी यहाँ नहीं दिखाई देगी. सिटी विल बी वेरी फार अहेड ऑफ एवरीबॉडी, बिकॉज अगर पेप ग्वार्डियोला हराम बॉल खेल रहा है तो समझ जाओ भाई कि वो अपने आर्सेनल में एक और बकचोदी लेके आ गया है. अभी तक क्या था, पेप ग्वार्डियोला को हराम बॉल खेलनी नहीं आती थी. अब उसने हराम बॉल खेलनी शुरू कर दी तो मेरा हो गया दिमाग खराब. वो जो मैंने आर्सेनल वर्सेस मैन सिटी देखा है, दैट इज फॉर द एजेस, बिकॉज दैट वाज पीक हराम बॉल फ्रॉम बोथ टीम्स. कैरबा कप मैचेस से क्या ही फर्क पड़ रहा है.
Even I did not speak to Amorim before being a fan. I really regret it. That was when I read that today. No, I said we can't get any worse. Really, with this management. See where is Lindelof and where is Van Dijk. You're right. Aston Villa are in a better position right now.
Aston Villa haven't won a single game this season. They are in the relegation zone. What are
They
you even
require
talking about?
they require their
By
right back to
by
finish
at this
score a goal, their first
at
goal in the
this
season.
rate at this rate, Aston Villa will be relegated, and Unai Emery might become the first manager to get sacked. Not even kidding.
Ole wanted Ireland, yeah, that's true. So basically, let's. I have taken up way too much time already. It was fun, but I would want to ask you a simple question: who has disappointed you the most? I think we have the same answer, but who has really disappointed you the most? Now, the sum of all the games, from all the games, who has really disappointed you?
Ahmad, the most. It is Ahmad. You know, we all had such high hopes. We were so delighted when Ten Hag got sacked and he came in and he started scoring goals. He scored the winner against uh, Man City. He scored the equalizer against Liverpool. So I'm deeply disappointed with Ahmad. The other person that I'm deeply disappointed is with Ruben Amorim because of his team selection, of his stubbornness. I might blame Bruno, I might blame Dello, I might blame other players as well,
Obama
but
saying Bruno.
yeah, I might blame him. I might blame him because he was not playing well in the Chelsea game. Yes, he did play well, but the fact of the matter is Bruno played up top, and that's why he played well in the Chelsea game.
But who do you blame that for? Don't like
I
most
would blame
people
Amorim.
blame that on
I would
Amarim.
blame Amorim. Obviously, it's the manager who's taking the call for them.
Yeah.
It's not the players who are taking the call for themselves. It's the manager who's taking the call for them. Bindeer, तो यार देखो,
Aryan,
he shouldn't have
Mayandir
started in
has
the game.
two pre-assists, dude.
By
Two
the way,
pre-assists so far.
Onana has already registered an assist since leaving United and
Bro,
also won the man of the match.
I'm pretty sure you and me both kept quiet. I'm sure you have been tagged. I was tagged. Onana's performances in the
Yeah.
first game.
Yeah.
And then next week,
Yeah.
nothing. Nothing.
See,
Not one person came out of the woodwork and said anything.
the problem is that Andre Onana is not playing for United anymore. All right, he is playing for Trabzonspor. I don't even know how to pronounce their name. He's playing in Turkey.
Trabzonspor.
Whatever the fuck
Trabs.
it is, with due respect to their name, it's difficult. It's
It's a nice
difficult. That's
logo.
one.
I like the
Yeah,
logo. The logo looks cool.
it's a nice logo. Yes. Bruno is playing out of position. Why can't Amarim recognize the simple fact? That's why it's not Bruno's fault. It's actually Amarim's fault.
Yeah.
He's making the players play in that certain positions.
And I think it's really unfair to go. He's experienced. He should adjust himself. Then in that case, Ahmad should learn how to adjust himself. Punya should learn how to adjust
भाई
himself. The center
पहले तो
backs,
Ahmad needs to read the room. What he's doing, he needs to before he does anything else.
Tottenham Sport.
Tottenham Sport.
Did you see Onana's pre-game speech, bro? That also I saw. the where he's going around screaming at the players. I'm like, where was this energy, dude? Where was this energy? Not one video I saw you screaming at one of our players. You
ठीक है
go to
यार, मैं
one
तो ये
smaller
बोलूंगा,
team and you're screaming at people.
see whatever
Okay.
Onana is doing, if it's working for him, it's working for the team. Good luck with it. I hope he
No,
gets a
but I
permanent
don't like
move.
that. I hear you, but I don't like that, dude. Because
No, no.
people put
Why not,
Onana's
Nathan?
performances on us. No, because they are
Why
saying he
not?
was bad because he
No,
played for
Nathan.
us.
See, people will anyway have their opinions. People will never like Manchester United. You, me, and even the people who say this all this bullshit know this very well. They will never ever like United, no matter what we do. What do you think? If we start winning games, if we start winning trophies, will they be appreciating us? No, they won't be appreciating
See
us.
that
So
the
it
thing
hardly
is,
matters to me.
See, the thing is, I think on your channel, the last time we spoke, I told you I had a problem with someone saying it's a graveyard for managers
It is.
because
See,
because people left our club. And, no, sorry, it's a graveyard for players. I agreed because players left our club actually did well. I feel like the graveyard for managers is really harsh because
yeah, it is
some of them
actually.
have left two, three
Nathan.
years.
हाँ
No, but
ठीक है,
they've left two,
I
three
agree.
years and they've still
I
not,
agree. I
you know.
agree. But you know what? Sometimes, sometimes United takes you down so badly that it takes years for you to rebuild that confidence. Remember David Moyes? Why he was getting sacked everywhere once he left
Yeah.
United. And then it was the West Ham job that resurrected him once again.
Funny enough, he got sacked for that. They sacked
Funny
him.
enough, yeah, funny
It
enough,
was
he
so
got sacked for
crazy.
that. And you look at West Ham these days, where
And
they are with
they
Lampard.
have finished below him since.
Yeah,
Since they have
absolutely.
finished below him.
तो अगेन मैं यही बोलूंगा भाई यहाँ पे कि the noise will always be around Manchester United, whether or not we are winning trophies or not. The players, again, if they play decently enough, then also United will be regarded as the club that has been the reason for their failure, for their downfall. So I hardly gives a flying fuck about their opinions or their hatred towards the club.
No, I
Onana
mean
plays well.
if it's honest and it's real, I can entertain it. This
Yeah,
Onana 1 weekend Turkey thing,
yeah,
the 8.6 sofa score mode, the screaming at the people in the back.
yeah.
Next week
See what,
it's cockroaches. You
Nathan,
can't hear anything. Crickets.
Nathan, I to would just say one thing. It's good for us that he's performing. At least we'll be able to sell him permanently. Why don't you look at the brighter side? I look at the brighter
Because
side.
I don't know. Onana has given me full wear and tear, dude.
No, no,
There
no.
is no
Nathan,
bright side
I
when I hear the word
see
Onana.
when the room is dark, where there's darkness all around you, even the small light brightens that room. So Onana leaving, performing, gives me hope of him getting offloaded next season on a permanent basis. We getting the money. And if the news are true,
Hope.
then we are getting a new goalkeeper as well. That means we will move on from Bindir as well. So I just look at the brighter side.
Fair enough. Thoughts on JJ Gabriel and Shea Lacey? I heard Shea Lacey will eventually get games this season. I don't know how
देख
that is
यार देखो
exactly
देखते
works,
हैं
but
देखते हैं अभी ये तो हम अभी तो एमआरएम ने कोई नया हमारा जो भी एकेडमी ग्रेजुएट है वो नहीं किया है प्रमोट तो आई जस्ट वेट एंड देन लुक इनटू इट
fair enough.
लेट्स सी
But have you seen games? Have you been seeing like maybe
नहीं
compilations? Have
यार
you been keeping a
नहीं
touch of the? Okay.
नहीं आई हैवंट मैं लास्ट ईयर देख रहा था शियालेसी इज वन फॉर द एजेस इफ शियालेसी सेटिस्फाइज हिज potential he could turn out to be the best academy grad since uh, probably I would say Paul Scholes since Ryan
Really?
Giggs. He
That
could be.
that good?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
that good. He's that good. For his age, he's very good. But it's always about the temperament, always about the attitude. You know what? If the players keep themselves motivated, committed, then they can achieve everything. But then again, in the world of social media, it's very easy to disrespect the talents. So let's see. Dekhte hain.
All right. We'll move on to positive things now since we are talking about our youth. People that have pleased you the most so far.
Mbeumo, hands down. Brian Ember. Oh my god. I was not actually I had a we did a stream 6 months ago and Nathan said that he wants Brian Ember and I said, हाँ मतलब ठीक है Mbemo, but if there are better players available, I would want uh, those names to be taken in consideration. But my god, bhai, Mbemo is mint. After ages, I'm watching A winger crossing balls in the box, man. I see. I don't give a fuck what he's doing other than crossing.
Yeah.
I've missed this classic football. Bhai, I'm an old school fan.
Yeah.
I am an old school fan. एंड मैं यहां पर मिस कर रहा हूं कि भाई मेरे फॉरवर्ड को क्या कहते हैं वो किया जाएगा, यू नो, दी जाएंगी, डिलीवरीज दी जाएंगी।
Yeah.
तो मेरे लिए तो भाई मैं वही बोलूंगा कि आई एम इन लव विद व्हाट एम्बोमो हैज डन। आई वुड इक्वली रेट डिलीट एज वेल, इक्वली रेट मतलब उसके बाद अगर मुझे रेट करना हो, आई वुड ऑल्सो रेट यहां पर आपके लेनी ओरो एंड कूनिया, बट भाई फॉर द कंसिस्टेंसी आई वुड से इट इज ब्रायन एम्बोमो।
Fair enough. As you know, as you said, no one would make me more happier when you say that
Yeah,
than me.
yeah,
I felt really bad. Sometimes I wish I should clip my own content. You know why? Because I was like, when we were openly
yeah,
quoting Tuchel
yeah,
before the
yeah,
German England job, I
yeah,
was like, get Frank, get Mbeumo, please, please. This is before I knew Amorim was in. And then
yeah,
to
yeah,
see
yeah.
Frank do so well, no, it kind of hurts a little. I am not surprised, but it hurts a little bit. But I'm so happy we got Mbeumo. Bro, I don't think I've been excited for a signing since Rafael Varane, dude. Bro, when I saw Rafael
Oh,
Varane come in, no, I was like,
bhai,
yeah, we're
that
back.
that unveiling at Old Trafford, bhai,
With the
against
suit,
Leeds.
dude, the
Oh my
suit.
god, it was all class. Till this date, that has been the favorite unveiling, bhai.
Bro, and the spine chill when he gets off it and he gives a hug to Rio. When he gives a
Rio
hug to
Ferdinand, oh
Rio,
my
dude,
god,
yeah. I was like,
bhai,
yes, bro,
I
I
was
love
so,
that man, yeah. I
and
love that
you know,
man.
and you know what? I loved every minute of that. I loved every minute of Rafael Varane's career at United.
Dude, when he sat
It
there
was,
last game and
yeah.
alone in the stadium, chills, dude, real chills.
बट एक चीज मैं बोलूंगा, Rafael Varane was a hero for what he did in his last game for United. He was injured, played through injury, sacrificed his career,
I feel
but
bad.
won. But
That's why he couldn't continue at Como, dude. I
but
felt really bad that time.
but won us the FA Cup by in his last game. He pocketed Erling Haaland in that game. He pocketed Erling Haaland alongside Lisandro Martinez.
Bro, as you know, I don't follow anybody and I'm not on Instagram.
Yeah.
Varane, Pananch, De
Hmm.
Gea. Three players. I only follow them on Twitter. And I saw Varane with a Lance scarf at the Tifo at the back. Now I was like, bro, you wear whatever jersey you want, dude. I don't care anymore. You have done what you did for us. So you wear whatever. Just don't wear a Leeds jersey, please. That's all. Minimum, don't wear a Leeds jersey. But
He
it
was.
was such a great time. I have to say, this season I'm very happy with Delict because I was very harsh on him in the first two games. I thought he was very shaky.
I
Uh,
I I was always very confident that Dillit will come good because Dillit is a leader player. You know, he has got those leadership qualities in his
No,
game.
you know that the goals he kept like trying to pass it
Yeah,
around and he
yeah,
kept
yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah,
intercepted in the Burnley game. I lost it, yeah. I'm like, bro, why are we doing this? Why are we creating pressure on ourselves? Every attack does not need to start from the back. Not every attack. That's why when Bayandir finds a run, no, I'm like, bro, at least even Bayandir gets it. Say what you want about Bayandir, no, he gets it. He picked Diallo
yeah.
with a great run, by the way. That assist, no, I was actually shocked. At the end of the assist, no, I celebrated, but I was like, I can't believe Diallo did all that work and picked the
Hmm,
pass on his left foot.
hmm.
Behind it, that's it, dude. The Shesko thing. He saw Shesko coming in, pulling his play. He saw Brian Mbeumo going wider and pulling that player. Nods it to. I'm like, bro, like you have to get it. Like even if we just did this more often, we would have conceded at least 4, 5 less goals last season. You have to just read the room. Yeah, you don't have to start from the back every day. So I got very
Yeah,
frustrated with Dilic, but I mean, for the Chelsea game, he was immense too. When we were a player extra, he was coming out from center back and like pushing Fernandez and kicking the ball out. You know, he would come and sweep in their half. I was very happy, very happy. So in closing with that, now we have given our thoughts on the players. What is your
Hmm.
expectation moving forward? We have talked about up till so far. Now let's talk about a little about forward the future now for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I would always say that United, if they finish inside top six, or even if they finish seventh, I would be okay with it because I'm not expecting them to make a significant jump from 15 to fourth or to third. If we get anywhere close to fourth, bhai, I'll be more than delighted. I'll be celebrating as if we won the World Cup, seriously,
Yeah,
because the kind of
100%.
performance we have watched last season and the sort of scrutiny we have been facing this season in these initial 5 games, जबकि हम इतने भी खराब नहीं है position wise. The only problem we have is them. I mean, Amarim not selecting the right players and the right profile. I would say top six is I'm okay. I won't complain, bhai. Hands
In
up
fact,
in the.
your end of season prediction was higher than mine, right? I said if we are in the top half,
I said
you
sixth.
gave a specific number.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
said sixth. I said sixth.
I
I
said
said
I'd
sixth,
take
and
10th even. I don't want to be in the bottom half.
see, I won't
Zero,
take.
not
I
this time.
see. I won't take 10th. I would take seventh or eighth. I would not take 10th. I would take eighth because हमसे ऊपर बैठी टीमें अच्छा कर रही हैं. Sunderland of all the teams, भाई, what a season they are having right now,
That's too good.
and we have to play them in 2 weeks, in 8 days time, 9 days time. We have
We
to
have
play
to
them
play
as well.
at their ground, right?
I think we have to play
Better.
at our home because we are traveling away
It's our
from home
home.
for
Okay.
Brentford.
Ah, yes,
So we'll be
Brentford.
playing. मैं बोलूंगा sixth is what I expect. Anything above that is a bonus. It will be a bonus. If we finish fifth,
Fair enough.
it will be a bonus. If we finish fourth, it will be a bonus. तो ठीक है, मतलब it is what
I
it
think
is.
fifth, then we'll play Sevilla League.
अरे भाई.
No, no, that's a good one. Thoughts are actually before we go for any further thoughts on Sesko and Cunha. I think Cunha is unlucky to not get a goal yet. I feel like he's
यार
been. I think he's a little unlucky so far.
यार, he should have scored against Arsenal यार. उस वो जो उसने ड्रिबल किया था, seriously, he should have
Sesko should
scored
have scored
because
against Chelsea. You know,
he should
everyone
have.
was abusing Bruno, dude. I'm like, it is so obvious he's passing the ball to Sheshko to give him confidence.
नहीं,
Ahmad
but
was running
he
in.
is.
Ahmad was running in.
He is, but Bruno was at fault in that moment because he
You
should
think
have
he should have passed to
passed.
Ahmad?
Bhai, it was a open space there.
I think if Sesko
Defender will
controlled it
always.
well, I think he would have
But
got
the
it.
pass, but the at that pass,
Yeah.
the channel was always, or matlab, anyways,
Open.
getting closed down for Seshko to take a shot. Ahmad was on the run and he was unmarked. So if Bruno could have placed the ball for
Fair enough.
Ahmad, it was a sure
Fair
shot
enough.
goal.
Sheshko is very incredibly unlucky. I don't. I wouldn't
He
even
has
say
been.
Sheshko is unlucky, dude. Like,
भाई,
what do you want him to do? But
कैसेमीरो का रेड
apart
कार्ड ना
from
लेता, कैसेमीरो का रेड कार्ड ना लेता, सेशको might have scored in that game because you were creating
because
so many chances.
and he would drop deep and bully the midfielders,
Yeah,
like how we
absolutely,
got the red card. He would have done more of
absolutely,
that.
absolutely.
I agree. So seventh for you, cup run. Any expectations in the cup necessarily as far
Bhai,
as we
I
can
don't
go?
see. हम ग्रिम्स भी जा रहे थे इसलिए मेरी इतनी खिलसी थी, वरना तो सही बताऊं, कैराबाओ नहीं खेलना था, मुझे तो नहीं खेलना था. नॉट इवन किडिंग. मैंने पहले भी बोला था भाई, हमने 2 साल कप जीत कर क्या उखाड़ लिया? क्या हमने लीग की पोजीशन इंप्रूव कर ली क्या? For this season, I want Ruben Amram to focus on the league, make us a better league team.
Fair enough.
सीरियसली मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता भाई हम एफए कप से बाहर हो जाते हैं, सही बताऊं तो. हाँ, पहले राउंड में बाहर मत हो ना, क्योंकि छोटी टीम खेलोगे तुम. बस पहले राउंड में बाहर मत हो ना. League is something that we should be focusing on. If United can get anywhere near to top 5, top 6, bhai, I'll be more than happy with that finish. Seriously.
You still want to play Baliba? Still want to pay for Baliba?
हाँ भाई, I would.
Bro, he has
Seriously.
laid an egg every
Yes,
single
I
game.
know,
Every
I know,
single game is.
I know,
I'm
I
worried,
know,
dude. What if
I know.
what if they ask us for 100
I,
again?
no, they can't. They can't
What if they
because if
do? But what do we do? We pay?
I'm telling
We
you,
won't pay?
if he keeps on performing the way he's right now till December, the price will drop significantly, and that's what I'm praying for.
So what do
Honestly.
you think?
And if and if
You think he's
and
being a
if we are
double
not
agent?
and if he is not basically being targeted by United in the winter market, then go and get Yulmund or go and get somebody from probably like Wharton. By the way, Crystal Palace is giving such a good performance week after week. Palace have been phenomenal.
I think everyone woke up when The coach said, "I'm going to walk if you keep selling my players."
Bhai,
I
if he
think
keeps on
everyone
laying
got in
egg
the order.
every game week, Aryan, the price should be dropped down to 60, not to 80. It should be dropped down
Nikhil
to
is saying
60.
50.
Not to 50, where we are dealing with Brighton. They will quote around 75, 80, but we have to
You
push
think
it
you
down
think you
to.
think something weird is going on? You think he's really been his
It
head
is
is really
very.
turned? Do you think he's doing it
It
on
is
purpose? Because
obvious.
I'm
See,
worried.
it is. No, no player would do this on purpose, to be very honest. What if he gets an opportunity to play for Madrid next season, or what if he gets an opportunity to play for Man City? Madrid का reference, but मैंने ऐसे ही डाला है. मैं बस बता रहा हूँ. What if he gets an opportunity to play for Liverpool next season? If he keeps on performing the way he was last season, he would for sure get an opportunity to play for a Champions League club. So I
So
don't think he's
basically,
doing
you
it
would say it's like
deliberately.
a Palinia situation
It
where it
is.
seemed like he was
It is.
going and then he
Yeah, I
dropped
mean,
his.
it's more of a probably setback for him, that he was supposed to play for United. He was supposed to make that big move, big money move to United, and now he's again at Brighton with just a slight hope of him playing for them again if the offer comes in, which is dependent on the performance, and maybe due to that pressure, he is falling apart right now. But dekhte hain.
Do you think we should be concerned about that though? If we are also interested in signing, because as we know, there's no pressure like United pressure.
Yeah. यार पता है इस पे ना, नेथन, मैं ये बोलूंगा कि we signed Sanchez when he was at his peak of his powers. We signed Lukaku when he was ripping it apart for Everton. We signed Onana where he was literally performing so well for Inter Milan. We signed Di Maria after him being the Champions League man of the match final के अंदर. He was being the best player for Real Madrid was final में against Atletico Madrid. So we did sign players at their absolute best. We also signed Jadon Sancho for that matter at his absolute best. But what happened to these players? So sometimes forget about the recent run of form. Focus on the potential. Focus on the player, what he can give you. Because a lot has been done from our end with players who were flying high, who were really, really good, but ended up doing nothing for the club. Though again, and also we have to keep our options open. We simply can't put Baleba's name on the table and only Baleba's name on the table. You have to put at least multiple names to decide from.
What about this lovely shocker I woke up to today morning? I
And I
didn't
shared it,
expect it.
and I shared,
I
and
didn't
I never
expect it.
expected it. I never expected it that Paul Scholes will go after uh,
Wow,
Rashford, because these
incredible.
legends are very protective of the academy grades. But I liked what Paul Scholes said. I loved what Paul Scholes
You
said.
you just understand that like all the people who have nothing to lose are starting to lose their patience.
Yeah,
Like Paul Scholes doesn't have
absolutely.
any link up with the Glazers or anything. He's
Yeah,
like
absolutely,
he's getting fed up, and
absolutely.
it goes to show you. What position do you think we should be in before January?
By seventh, if we are seventh in
Seventh.
before January, we'll
Be
make it
really good.
into the top six easily. We'll have to
Yeah,
just be
some
there.
I get these options all the time here, so we should keep an eye on some of these players. Hackney, Kamara, Agume. Who was the guy that kept? Someone kept
I
asking us.
don't
No,
know.
was it Agume
I
only?
don't
Right?
know. Yeah, it was a
Remember
Gume.
before this, Agume.
It was a Gume.
Yulman,
Luciana Gume.
Stella, Luis. Luis has already moved to Forest.
Ah,
Forest.
he's
They are
already
not going to do business with us.
by the way, Forest is in a shithole right now.
They good. That fellow finally learned his lesson. No, him bullying tactics is not working at all now.
I don't know,
Bullying
bhai.
tactics.
Pata nahi, I don't
He
know.
will come
What is
cheap and just amazing ball. So the thing with Stiller is Anurag. I don't know if Mohak is aware, but apparently they're just looking for a record deal, and the record deal for
bhai,
Stuttgart or what
100 million
Stuttgart,
would
right?
be.
No, but
Yeah.
their previous record I think is like 30. So I think as long as we crack the record, which is like 40, 50, I think they will sell.
No,
Because
Stiller for 40, 50.
100.
Pata nahi, bhai. But nothing, I think anything less than 70, they won't agree to it.
We can't do this, SK. We can't do this. I'll tell you, if we do this, no, that means we are not. He's not coming
What?
back.
What?
He'll be on loan.
No.
Yeah.
No,
No, no.
no, no,
He's
no, 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 no.
asking if we go for
नहीं, हाँ, मैं उसी को बोल
if
रहा
we
हूँ
do
भाई.
it.
We can't.
Elliot Anderson, I take.
That's
Newcastle were
not even an
fools.
option. That's not even an option, मेरे भाई.
Newcastle are fools. They had a talent. They just had fancier talent and they sold him. Like they are real fools for that. So we have come to the conclusion now. Positives. You're saying we'll finish seventh. I want a cup run because I'm shameless. I'm tired of Arsenal going, hey, we have one more FA Cup than you. So I'm a little shameless like that. If it was Chelsea or something, I don't think I would be as bothered. If we get
Hmm.
an FA Cup though, and also quite honestly, I want Ruben Amorim to win something. I just confidence, momentum, everything. We only have the FA Cup. It would be nice. But I also am. I'm starting to get Mohawk's confidence is starting to rub off on me. Even I'm slowly like creeping up on the position on the table. I want them to finish. I'll go eighth. I'll go eighth now. I'm becoming slightly more conservative. I'll go eighth. I think, but if we finish top 10 and we possibly win the FA Cup, I feel like we need to win something to make us more attractive. Where we might get the odd signing that people wouldn't expect us to get, like a Rafael Varane, like that. Where people, why would he go there now? You're in a tough place. I think we need. If I think a FA Cup really helps us out like that. Much like when the Crystal Palace won the FA Cup, all their players' values went up too. Let's be honest. They all went up the moment they won that FA Cup. So
Hmm.
yeah. Um, any other parting thoughts, Mohak, before we close? Anything you'd like to say? Any confidence you'd like to give everyone before we go to the G Tech?
यार आया तो वो जस्ट से कि one game at a time. The next one is at Brentford. I hope we win the Brentford game, and then we'll talk about the Sunderland game. I don't want people to look into the next 5 games. Just look into the next game. That's it. Look into the next game. Take the positives from the previous game. Talk about the things that we need to improve in the coming game. And then after that result, we'll talk about the other things. Seriously.
Yeah,
Let's
I
say,
said the same thing in my
uh,
reaction. I told them, guys, let's not get gassed. I want to get gassed, but don't get gassed. We have won one
no,
game
it's
in a
not even
row.
about getting gas. Pata hai. Even if we would have lost the game against Chelsea or if we would have taken a draw against Chelsea, I would have said the same thing that don't look into the long run, look into the one game at a time situation. Just look into that. That's it.
Arush is channeling my Friday nights are undefeated energy. I like this. I like this. I like this. This is a fun fact. We'll go to second position for 1 hour. We'll
Let's
take
see.
it.
Let's see.
We'll take it.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Brentford at 17th. Yeah, Mark Andrews surprisingly doing better than I thought. I thought he would be last at the moment on the table, but
बट ब्रेंटफर्ड की गलती नहीं है ना ब्रेंटफर्ड ने अपने प्लेयर्स तो बेच ही दिए यार वीसा चला गया एम्बोमो चला गया तो नॉरगार्ड
I
भी
think
गया
we should
उनके
have
टीम
gone.
से
You think we should have gone for Norgard? A lot of people in the chat told me yesterday we should have gone for Norgard. Cheap
नो वी शुड हैव
signing,
गॉन
10
फॉर
million.
वीसा वी शुड हैव गॉन फॉर वीसा
Hey, don't do this to me, yaar.
नहीं
Come
seriously
on.
we should have gone for visa if we were about to sign a striker we should have gone for visa because visa Cunha Mbeumo such a flexible front three.
They would have come. He would have come in.
Why?
Mbeumo would 100% convince him.
Absolutely, bhai. I still remember the story that he put when Mbeumo left. That now rivals because he was certain that United won't come after him and Newcastle were already after him. So that's
That's
why.
what I wanted. That's what I told you. Let's double swoop
Yeah.
them, please,
Yeah.
because they are both going to leave.
But ठीक है
Anyway,
कोई
yeah,
नहीं.
we are happy with what we have. I like
Yeah.
Cunha. I like his
Absolutely.
intent. I like the way he keeps the ball,
Bro, I
dribbles
love
past
Cunha.
people.
I love Cunha. Bhai. He's very good.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think 100 million for both. I think they really would have actually given them to us. But
हाँ
fair
मतलब
enough.
even 110 won't hurt that much for a combined quality of Mbeumo and Visa.
Also,
I would
it's
have
inbuilt chemistry, even no, which is a way of looking at it.
absolutely
Is inbuilt the
absolutely
chemistry carries
yeah
forward as well.
absolutely and the confusion it would create actually क्योंकि both of them are bald.
Hey, dude, the other day, Mazraoui also shaved his head. No, people are like, I can't
Yeah,
tell the
I
difference who
was
has the ball.
I
I'm
was
so
identifying them on the basis of their butt size. To be very honest,
dude, I was
I
looking at
was
the beards and I couldn't tell
no,
at
I
all.
was I was looking at their butt sizes because Mbeumo has got a very curvy butt,
Yeah,
so I was able to
fair enough.
differentiate.
Good for the good for speed.
Yeah.
Uh, anyway, thank you so much, Mohak. We have gone
Hari,
over
anyways,
1.5 hours.
thank you for having
Fantastic,
me.
and thank you for having me. And hopefully, I'll get you on soon again.
Sure, sure, sure,
Maybe in the
sure, sure,
international break, maybe when we are above Liverpool and Arsenal in
sure,
the
sure,
league table.
sure, 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 sure,
Let's
sure.
throw it out there. No, might as well think about it.
Done,
Um,
done, done, done.
Thank you for joining. By the way, guys, obviously channel is tagged. Chaos Club. Oh, that reminds me. What can we expect from Chaos Club next upload? Any hints you want to give? Any teasers while you're here?
Something good is coming up for these people. Uh,
Okay.
k- Keep them in
Means
loop. And
apart from the fan
yeah,
coach show. I
apart
mean,
from
like
the yeah,
yeah.
apart from the Chaos Corner, don't forget to check Chaos Club on Friday 8 p.m. because I'm hosting the show this week, so it will be good. I hope it will be good. So be there, and Chaos Club ki videos ke liye wait for one more week. The video is under edit. I hope it comes out to be good. Baki, so let's
Friday
go.
8 o'clock.
Yeah,
Chaos
Friday eight
Club.
o'clock. Yep,
Be there,
Chaos
people.
Club.
Don't miss it. Best entertainment so far in football content creation. I enjoy it. I sit and I send more pictures of me in the sitting in
Yeah.
my room in the dark, watching the shows, just enjoying myself,
uh,
vibing out. But yeah,
Ishan,
thank you so much.
We will collab with Ish. Uh,
Yeah,
Dekho, I can't say about Nathan, but once
yeah.
I'll sort my things from my end, I'll definitely feature on Ish's channel. I will collaborate with him. But right now, as I said, was in Anshuman ke channel pe bhi, bhai, I don't have time. You know what? Yesterday night was the biggest opportunity of the season to get the most number of views
Yeah.
because it was Ballon d'Or ceremony. But I was so unwell, I was not able to sit for a stream. I couldn't even stream for my own channel last
I
night.
was actually surprised. All the people in our
Yeah,
community, the people I
yeah,
normally watch or see,
yeah.
no one really did it, and I
I
was
was
kind of
not able to
surprised. They
do it
did.
because I was unwell, and that is the reason. Bhai, I've got things going on at my end. Once I'll sort those things out, but see, tell me honestly, मैंने किसके साथ collab नहीं किया? I've done with
No,
Anshuman.
actually, there's
Yeah,
a better way to corroborate the story. Ishan Mohawk has been asking me when we'll do a collaboration on my channel for
yeah,
weeks. And I
yeah.
told him, I don't want to bother you because you're busy, because I know what Mohawk is doing. And then finally, yesterday, I summoned the courage. I said, okay, let's do it this week, And listen, it's really difficult. It's really difficult trying to spread your time out. Plus, obviously, we all have personal lives as well,
भाई
Ishan.
मेरी पता है मैं
I can
कर
tell you that
लेता
it
मैं
took a while.
सी मैं कर लेता the problem is I'm married now, so I have to take time out for my
Exactly.
wife as well.
Yeah.
It's not the bachelor mohawk scene ki mohawk is free all the time. Now she's waiting for me. We have to go out, so abhi I'm just getting ready and I'll have to go
Good.
out, go for thoda sa fresh air.
Yeah.
So abhi that is the reason. Bhai, I have to manage my time. I have to manage the
Correct.
chaos corner, chaos club. I have to manage one MFC. I have to also make the F1
The,
content, and
the
then
fan coach show, which is
yeah,
always week now. Yeah.
absolutely,
Separate.
absolutely. So that is why. See, I will definitely feature on channels, बट एक चीज ये भी आ जाती है फिर कि जैसे जो नए क्रिएटर्स जब अप्रोच करते हैं आई वॉन्ट देम टू एंड ईश इज नॉट अ यंग क्रिएटर ईश इज नॉट अ न्यू क्रिएटर but the new creators who send me collaboration request I majorly decline their request because I want them to work hard. I
That's
want
fun fact. If I may say,
yeah,
sorry to cut you off. Fun fact, but Mohawk said exactly the same thing to me. He said, because I saw how many number of videos you made. When we first did the very
yeah,
first State of Affairs,
yeah,
he told me in the background after that, I decided to take you because I saw you're taking it seriously. You're consistent and all.
yeah,
I'm not
absolutely,
trying to. I'm saying
yeah,
what you said. It's so funny because that is 3 years ago, and now you said the same thing again 3 years later.
bhai, I have always maintained the same philosophy. If the creator I whether or not is his content is reaching the audience, but if he's being consistent, if he's being you know वो क्या कहते हैं
Basically, you
focused
care.
enough,
Basically, you care. You care.
yeah,
You
yeah,
actually care about the channel.
yeah, I care about the intent of the creator. So if he's being consistent, I would definitely for sure feature on his channel. I will for sure feature on Isha's channel. I will definitely
Yeah.
collaborate with him.
Rishabh
But
also.
right
Rishabh
now,
also asked.
yeah, but right now, as of now, things are going on in my life. Once I'll sort them out, we will collaborate. All right,
And
chalo.
to also clarify, I have not got the message from Ish, but when he sends me or I'll send him, then we'll definitely do so. I haven't got the message yet, so definitely. But
Yeah,
anyway, now personal time for both of us.
हाँ
We
भाई.
have done a upload today, so we are
Yeah,
clear. Thank you so much, Mohawk. Thank you so
chalo.
much for everyone who joined and like, share, and subscribe to both channels. Don't forget, Friday, 8 p.m., Chaos Corner, new video. and obviously watch alongs as always, as we always do. And hopefully, some of our rivals get knocked out in the Carabao Cup. That would be great. That would be extra
Let's
fun
see.
for us. But
Let's
yes,
see.
thank you so much,
Let's see.
guys. I'll see you in
Let's
the
see.
next one. Take care and good night.
Bye bye, boys. Good night. Good night. Good night.